Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Sugar's Crypto. On this video, I'm going to point out to you how Cardano could reach easily $3.30 at the capital market of $84 billion. Now, last hype, Cardano reached 34 billion on late 2017 when the bull rally happened, and that was $1.32. Obviously right now we face like a 98% drop, so getting Cardano right now 5 cents is a bargain for any investor right now. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what's gonna play out once smart contracts start, because decentralization is a very important part of Cardano, but it's not gonna bring in, probably it's gonna bring in new money, but it's not gonna bring in as much money as investors and developers to acquire so much money and gather so much money to create all these DAPPS on it, and pulling all this money, all these investors starting to invest in DAPPS on Cardano's blockchain is what's gonna pump Cardano, is what's gonna make a Cardano healthy blockchain, is gonna make it really attractive for investors, new ones, and even the ones that they're currently right now. So let's look at what countries Cardano is going to be working for. It's going to be working for Japan. It's working in Japan right now. It's partnering in Japan. It's partnering in India. It's partnering with Mongolia, and it's partnering in Ethiopia. Okay, and it's in the region of Africa. That's not even in the full African country. But if this blockchain becomes successful on this country of Ethiopia, you don't think that government or other governors or presidents or whatever, they're gonna look into this and gonna be like, hey, this is functioning, this is happening in this country, and it's making their economy a lot efficient, it's gonna making it better. And so let's foresee, right, this in the future, there's no DAPPS right now, there's 0 DAPPS on Cardano right now, and it's a $1.2 billion, right? Imagine if they implement 85 DAPPS within these countries, within these regions. I mean, Japan, just think about it like this. Look, Japan is only, GDP only is $5.18 trillion. It's a lot, right? And the exports, they're around $697.2 billion. That's how much they exported out. Now, for say, let's grab maybe $15 billion out of that $697 billion. That ain't much, guys. That ain't much. But imagine if all that money is flowing into Cardano, because Cardano is used as a counterfeiting of materials and goods and services across, making trades with other countries using Cardano's blockchain. That's gonna be a major change for the economy, and that's what blockchain is gonna provide. Besides, it's gonna provide decentralization, it's gonna provide even utilities, decentralization within utilities, being able to trade from country to country, export and import goods, without a middle person. It would be something that blockchain is gonna resolve, it's gonna be implemented, and sooner or later, it's gonna be part of the blockchain space in countries in the future. So for example, let's say India. India GDP is around $2.92 trillion. Exports are around $330 billion. They have in agriculture 12%, manufacture 70%. So they manufacture a lot of goods and services for around the world, right? And their export amounts are $330 billion. Imagine if 10%, only $10 billion out of $330 billion go runs on Cardano's blockchain. That's not even half, guys. That's not even half. That's just a small portion of their export revenue. Now, imagine that running into Cardano. That all those DAPPS and DAPPS like that would increase Cardano's value. In Mongolia, GDP is $13 billion. Their exporting is around $5.83 billion. Only $2 billion of that could easily pump Cardano really high. And remember, Cardano's doing a different approach. It's not like Bitcoin right now, ladies and gentlemen, where Bitcoin is getting expected to be traded by, financial brokerage firms to make money on, to trade the asset. Now, Cardano wants to bring solution within these countries, so we gotta start looking at their balance sheets. We gotta start looking at their GDPs. We gotta start looking at their export money and all that stuff, because that's all that money that's gonna be flowing into Cardano. We're not expecting, there's gonna be American investors, gonna be investors that's gonna want to put millions of dollars within the blockchain because they see potential behind it, especially with the courses that Cardano's making, that Charles Hoskinson is going in and signing MOUs with these countries, partnering not only for education, but having the permission to build dApps within these countries and not being legal thing to do. and that says a lot because it's gonna be legal. It's like a monopoly game, you know. It's gonna be within the government, using with the government permission to be implemented. Ethiopia is around $90 billion GDP, is around $3.3 billion. It's not a whole lot, right? Because Cardano is only 1.2 billion, but what about if $1 billion comes out of there? It's extra money, guys. It's an extra boost for the Cardano's blockchain's value. And that's not even counting the whole region of Africa. One day they see good feedback from this technology being implemented in their economies. What about games? Haven't even talked about games yet. Games are around $138 billion market. I mean, imagine if only $15 billion goes into Cardano or runs in Cardano's blockchain. Or what about gambling? Gambling is around $81 billion. Imagine if only 5% or $5 billion go into the Cardano's blockchain. Ladies and gentlemen, there's something to think about. Cardano is gonna be huge. It's gonna be big. I'm not a financial advisor, but I know where I'm investing in. I'm getting ready for it. And not only for staking and getting rewards and participating on validating the blocks, but I'm getting ready for smart contracts also. Smart contracts is gonna be what's huge of Cardano. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Crypto. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like. Make sure to share with your fellow friends and investors. Take it easy. Have a good one.